Good. That's a better reaction today. She didn't feel like she just needed to push in. And
Right.
I hate to do it. I think I'm going to have to move this out because all I'm doing is taking a picture of your back.
I'll move.
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
Yeah. You gotta stay in that high chair. Cane drain, short diagonal. And come, stay a little bit on the inside track so you leave a little room between her and the short ends and corners. And if you need to move her away from the inside leg to get her attention a little bit, then you got a little space. You're not shoving her against the wall. There you go. Circle. Now try to bend her a little more right. And then enlarge your circle. Move it out away from the inside leg. Flex her right. That's better. So if she's a little shy, you almost want to think about, bending her more and moving her off of that inside leg, as in shoulder in or leg yield. Try to watch her ears also, like we talked about yesterday. Okay, and then carry on around the arena. Go large. Get her a little deeper in the front, bend her more. Again, move her a little off of that leg. Circle now in the middle, 20 meters. And now close the circle down, small circle. Stay on the circle till I tell you to come off. So we're going to go down to 15 meters, X being the center. And more flexion. As you make the smaller circle, try to get more flexion right. She needs more bending. There you go. Then when you get the bending, then you can move her off of your right leg and enlarge the circle out to 15 meters, like a leg yield out. Half halts and then move her off your right leg. That's better. So that's your strategy to use in your corners when she's shy.
Okay.
Keep your elbows by your sides. Good. Good. Let's go ahead and can her now in the warm-up also. Get her a little deeper in preparation. Yeah, and try to flex her more. She needs more flexion for canter, especially the transition. And then sit and ask. Left leg back. Good. Okay. Good. And then just like the other horse, ride her a little more forward. Good. And now slow. Good. And now go. And each time you collect, try to get a little more back, a little more collected. Sit up and back, slow her down, flex her right, and collect her a little more. That's it. That's it. And move her a little off the inside leg in the canter. And then lengthen the canter. And go. Try to show definition in the transition. Transition down, collected canter, keep flexion. Slower. That's it. There you go. And then forward. That's all right. If she breaks, halt and then start over. Try using, when you slow her down, when you collect her, try using your whip a little bit more to keep the canter instead of your leg. Because I think the leg keeps her from coming back, whereas the whip will activate her without pushing her forward. Your leg pushes her forward too much when you have to remind her to canter. So collect, a little slower, tickle her with the whip a little, touch, touch, and then slow. And then touch, and then slow. That's it, like that. And then forward again. Because you got to do something to keep her in canter, otherwise she thinks you want down transition, but the leg is too much. And now collecting again. Flex right. That was a little better defined. Now slow her down more. Be ready with your whip. Touch her. Now slow her down more. Slow and let go. And slow and let go. Now a little more collected and then the down transition. So you can be a little braver now. Because you're going to do a down transition. Slow. And trot. Did that feel like you could get her a little slower before the transition?
Yes.
So use that idea just in the normal collection. You let her walk for a second. What that shows.
Much more ready.
Yeah. Which is where she needs to be. That's what I was going to say. Like overall, she needs to be a little more ready. She needs to learn to react a little quicker now. She's doing all the right work. She just needs to be a little more on with it, you know. That was pretty good. So when you were able to collect her a little more before the transition, it's always easier to be a little more, to be less tentative when you know you're going to do a down transition anyway.
Yeah, when you said that, I was like, ooh, now I really get to try.
Right. But here's what I want you to take from that. She actually waited for the aid, didn't she?
She did.
So what that lets you know and what that teaches you is that you actually can get a little more than what you thought.
Right.
You don't have to be as tentative. And you know what? If she falls out, so what? Stop, start over. But you she'll learn through the mistake. But you kind of got to just do it, you know?
Ooh, sorry.
I thought for a minute that was me because I raised my hand, but I think it was you.
No, I switched. I'm sorry. My big red pants, we switched positions too quickly.
She's actually a lot less shy today.
She is. She's still like, ooh, scary.
Yeah, she looks still, but she's staying more focused on her work.
She's 5.
Oh, that looks pretty good for the start.
Are you 5?
And I think like with her, I think it'd be good because of the structure of the test work. I think it'd actually be pretty good for you to ride through some test work sections because what it's going to make you do is, as a rider, it's going to keep you more, how do I say, you can't go around for 2 or 3 rounds and prepare. It's going to make you faster.
Right.
So you get a short end to prepare for the next movement, you know?
Yeah.
Short end, you're making her bend, you're balancing her, and then the diagonal may be a lengthening. And then you got, as soon as you're done with your lengthening, you might need to turn down center line and leg heel. Right. So it'll make you a little bit quicker at the preparations, you know, and she kind of needs that quickness. That's why I kind of moved between movements and doing different things yesterday.
Instead of like waiting for the stars to
Yeah,
align.
right. It gets her a little more mentally in the game and ready, like you felt. She felt more ready today.